I was planning on getting only one Seiko. So how did this happen? Seiko has been a constant in my watch journey, from my first automatic watch to my latest acquisition. Today, I want to share my story behind each of my 5 Seikos, each one with a unique chapter and purpose in my collection. At the end, I will share my thoughts if my collection is finally complete or is there still one ultimate Seiko grail on my radar. Stick around to find out. This is where it all started, the OG Seiko Monster, my first automatic watch back in 2010. I wanted to mark my first paycheck with an automatic watch. I couldn't decide between the Monster and the SKX. I think that I read every review and comparison between them. Spending $150 might not sound like much today, but it felt like a serious investment back then, especially for someone living in Eastern Europe. In the end, the Monster's unique, almost fierce look, completed with its rugged bezel, is what won me over. Before this, I only had a Swatch for my graduation, so stepping up to an automatic was something special. And even after all these years, the sentimental bond with this watch is unbreakable. It's one of my most worn watches for sure. I wore it every day to work, outside, on every summer holiday ever since I bought it, and is also the watch that kickstarted it all. 4 years later, I received the Seiko SNK as a gift from my brother. He brought it back from the US, and I have to say, I instantly loved the field watch vibe it had. The open case back was a nice touch too, showcasing the automatic movement. Even though today this watch gets the least wrist time of all, every time I put it on, I'm reminded of the versatility of Seiko designs, and how even their simpler pieces can still feel special. It has a special place in my collection, and it's safe to say this watch is definitely a keeper. Years went by, but my desire for an SKX never faded, even after it was discontinued. And I know some might say, why not just grab one from Amazon or eBay? But remember, Eastern Europe, not available. Fast forward to 2020 and Seiko finally released the modern Seiko 5 Sport Collection, so I instantly picked up the SRPD, which felt like a proper replacement to my unfulfilled love for the SKX. Sure, it doesn't carry the same iconic legacy, but it has its own charm. Seiko did a great job with this design, making it resonate with the fans of the SKX while still adding a few fresh elements as a tribute to the original. The green dial was an instant favorite of mine, and now it's probably the watch I wear the most. It's straightforward, tough, and an ideal everyday tool watch. But as time went on, I realized I was missing that premium piece to really round out my collection. So 2 years ago, I thought I'd found my ultimate Seiko with the SPB 143, truly one of Seiko's best divers. I found it in pristine condition on eBay for around $800, but it was only available for delivery in Canada. Luckily, thanks to our emigration, I had a friend in Toronto who could help. After nearly half a year of waiting, it finally made its way to me, and boy was it worth it. From the moment I put it on, I was hooked. The proportions, the 62 mass inspired design, it's really hard not to stare at this watch. Every angle, every line is just perfect. The quality of this watch is far superior to all other watches I own. It's as close to a grail as I'd imagine, but of course, I wasn't done yet. Meet my latest addition, the Seiko Speedmaster. I think this one stuck into my collection thanks to the internet's relentless algorithms bombarding me with content about it every day. And I have to admit, I'm constantly losing that battle. It's hard to pick favorites, but the convenience of the solar-powered movement and the Daytona look make it a strong contender. It might not have the same sentimental place as the Monster or the SNK, but it's still a fantastic watch. I think I'll need a bit more time with it, but I can already tell it's here to stay. As any other watch enthusiast knows, the question always lingers, is my collection really complete now? Let's be honest, there's always room for just one more. So what will be my ultimate Seiko? I don't want to sound like everyone else, but I have to admit the Grand Seiko White Birch SLGA009 stands out as the crown jewel. The texture, the finishing, the spring drive, it would be a dream addition. It's definitely beyond my budget at the moment, so if you'd like to support the channel by liking and subscribing, it would take me just a little closer to that ultimate goal. And as for whether I'd sell any of my watches to get there, no way.